And welcome to Tonic Live. Hello everyone.
And we're live. There you go.
There you go, it tells you.
Yeah. Do you want to say hello? Or?
Hello.
Oh, hello everyone.
That was a surprise.
There you go. I thought that Dan was like, oh, there we're live. Hello everyone and welcome to Tonic Live. What is Tonic Live? Tonic Live is a part of the week where we go through a craft demonstration with Alison Whelan, the birthday girl herself. It's the birthday girl.
It is, it is.
Yes,
and thank
she is.
you so much for all my birthday greetings and messages I've had. I've been totally overwhelmed. Thank you so much. I've had some lovely cards from Catherine. I'm not sure, there we are. Lovely card from Catherine there with a beautiful message. Thank you so much. Oh, I've got a little bit of a,
I think we're going to need to zoom.
flare. There we are. Whoa.
There you go. So you can see, at least from
Thank
a
you,
distance, the
Catherine.
beautiful card that, okay, like lovely message in there as
Beautiful.
always. It was really nice.
And a gorgeous card as well from Vicky. Thank you so much, Vicky. Beautiful.
Brilliant. Yeah, so like a lovely card. Me and Dan got you something as well.
Oh, bless you. Aww. Oh, he's being nasty to me there. Oh, thank you, my darling. Oh,
There you go.
thank you.
We thought we might.
Oh, thank you, my
We
darling.
thought you put up with us more than
Thank you, sweetheart.
to chuck us on the card upstairs would have been.
Thank you very
You know,
much.
you put up with us more than
look
most
at
people.
this.
So there you go.
Look at this. Can you see him? He's a little pug.
It's a little pug card, like a little pug cake. I thought.
So
that'll do,
funny.
but-
Oh, thank you very much for interview.
That's all right.
Oh,
Thank you
I'm all
very
overwhelmed now.
Thank you very much. So that's what we were hoping to try and get her to cry before the start. We're trying to build the emotion and trying to get it going.
I haven't cried yet.
And we need to do something like "This Is Your Life." Some voice,
my
like
word.
you hear Mandy's voice outside, and she goes,
Yeah.
"I remember I used to play the keyboard back in school." It's Mandy.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, what is Tonic Live? We'll start again. It's yeah, part of the week where we show you a brand new Tonic launch, which in this case is, here we go, is the card creator set.
It is.
Which are launching Friday
And
at
what a
10 a.m. with
set.
Jodie. Yeah.
What a set. You have the Cascade card, you have the Scalloped Circle Stepper, and you also have our On Your Day Twister card. So it's going to be a busy show today because I've not got one demo to show you, I've got 3. So
We're going to show you kind of the,
we'll kind of show you each of the cards.
yeah.
So there we are, let's put them in the right place. So the first one we've got is our Cascade card. So let's hope we can show it above for there.
Yeah, there we go. So there you go. There's your.
So these are really elegant cards, something a little bit different. They will fit on the front of your cards as well. Plenty of dimension there. And I know if you've ever tried making a Cascade card, oh dear Lord, it's one of those cards that kind of makes the air blue at times.
It is, yeah.
Because they are such a pain to cut and measure and everything. I'll show you the die set and everything is in there. Again, this is our Scalloped Circle Stepper card. And also, these can be a bit of a tyrant if you're cutting them yourself.
Yeah, like a rock.
Because everything needs measuring. It's all done for you. So that's that one. And then the last one then is our Twister card. So I will show you exactly how to make this. So there's our Twister card. Beautiful layering dies there.
Is that the one people call an impossible card as well?
Impossible
That's the
card.
impossible card.
Yeah.
There we go.
So if you've looked at them and thought, I'm not really sure how to make these, then I'm going to show you.
Yeah, don't worry. That's the beauty of the dimension set generally, the measurements, don't you worry about them. You don't have to.
It's
you
all
don't.
done for
It's
you.
all done for you. So
Everything's done.
making the difficult easy again, and that's what dimensions is kind of all about. I think
Exactly.
with these. So unfortunately, loads of people with us. We've got loads of cards to go through, so I'll go through the comments when I can. Kim said it's not an accordion, Owen. That I know it does,
be.
but
Could be.
if you were
Well, you had an idea the other day. You said it could be a pencil pot.
yeah. I thought,
And it could be it. If you put a base on that and you secure it, this could hold all your pencils.
I think it's Dan's idea actually. I don't want to take credit for it.
Sorry, Dan. Am I
Come on.
pinching your
I
ideas?
think he said pencil. I was like, oh, pencil. But yeah, you could just put some stuff to
Pop
there.
your pencils
Put some
in
sweets
there.
in there. Some
Exactly.
Mercados, those ones that
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
that he's like. So yeah.
The matchsticks. You know the long
matchsticks,
matchsticks?
you could. Oh, good.
Wrap
stuff.
them up in a bit of
Wrap 'em
cellophane then.
Wrap 'em up.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Definitely. You could. Yeah. So there's plenty and plenty to do, and that's it. Because they're unusual shapes, and you can just create something completely unusual and different with them.
Exactly. And we all like a different card. I think any card maker is always looking for something different, but we have made it easy for you. So I'm going to show you the die sets first. This is the circle stepper, or the scalloped circle stepper to give it its correct name. Let me pop that out the way. So this is the die set. Now you look at it there and it doesn't make any sense at all to you, so I'll break it down. So there's our outer die. So that makes your card base. And as if by magic, there's my card base. So as you can see, all the score lines are there for you. Everything is done. So that's that. Then we have our outer die, which could be cut into any cardstock you've got. It could be our pattern papers, it could be any pattern paper you've got yourself, it could be our handmade papers, whatever you fancy. If you prefer the plainer papers and you like having a very patterned card, then you've got your cutout layer, which fits inside. On top of that then you've got two lovely sentiments. One that says birthday girl, which I've got cut here. I should have cut the birthday boy as well if I thought. Birthday girl there. But it also comes with its own little backing plate. So everything's been thought of here. So there's our lovely birthday girl. So we've also got birthday boy. I know it's back to front, but you can see the size of it. You know, it's a pretty substantial die.
Yeah.
To go with that then we've got some flowers. So you've got two little decorative daisy flowers. You've also got a verso flower that's got it's a plus flower, a Rococo plus flower. It cuts out the pattern, but it's also got a backing plate. So it means you don't have to fussy cut them, it's all done for you. And then we have some lots of little banners, little tabs, if I can hold that up, all different shapes.
Yeah, you got lots and lots
that
of
you
nice
can add
bits.
in. If anybody's made a circle stepper before, to get it to stand upright, you kind of need to balance it. As we make the card, I'll tell you a few little ways of balancing it.
Sharon says, I wonder why Alison cut out birthday girl. was it
Well,
just to
it
be a
had
hint?
to be,
Yeah, it
didn't
was
it?
just.
It just had to be.
Not a hint. Well, as we got here, Jane said, hoping one will drop Rhiannon and Fionn into the conversation. Neither of them are here, but I do love my girl's name said with a proper Welsh accent. Go on, give it Rhiannon and Fionn.
Rhiannon and Fionn.
Rhiannon and Fionn.
Lovely,
That's a
isn't it?
proper like Welsh accent to it. Yeah, but people loving them so far. Thanks everyone for joining us.
Okie dokie. So I've cut the base. It is actually 300 GSM, but you don't have to go that heavy. You could do something like a 250, 260 GSM, no problem at all. It was just that I had this cardstock there. So you've got a score line across the middle. That's where I would tell you to start. So give your line a squeeze. I am going to reinforce these lines with my card creaser, as always, trusty.
Yeah.
Purely because of the thickness of the card, but you can generally do them with your fingers. The side bit here where you've got your steps, So the middle one is a mountain fold. Work downwards then. So if it's a mountain, it needs to be a valley. So your next one, pinch it up, and there's your valley. Whoops, there's your valley. Then we go back again for another mountain. And then up again, another valley, until we get to the end, and it's a mountain. So all that is done. I just need to reinforce them. Well, let's go inside the card and reinforce these, it's easier. As we go along, just reinforce the base. I'm making this look hard, and it really isn't. Reinforce them from the top as well, and then you know your folds are all in good nick, so to speak. There we are. We'll give them a good crease, and crease the back ones, that's why it's not going down. In the back then you've got two. So you've got your mountain on the top, so again valley next, and then mountain again. So all these will go flat. And then you just run your score tool over the top, and there's your card. And as you can see, it stands straight. So the trick now is, it's all balanced before you start, so you need to balance everything off. So the more you put on this side, you need to balance it this side. So let's make a start. So what have I used? I've used our base plate.
And here's the card, by the way.
That's the card I've made.
Here's the card.
So I've used our outer die just to cut a backing plate. Then I've used the same die to cut a cream plate. Whoops. And then put the pattern into it. And it's a gorgeous pattern. I mean, this could be used as part of a card. You could cover up the bottom. So if we looked at that, that little bit could be covered, and you can just cut two of these.
Like a lovely, like, sort of wedding.
Exactly.
It's got a nice wedding floral
exactly.
to it.
It's
and,
beautiful.
You could do them as invites. Like I said recently, the few weddings I've been to, I've seen like the invitations.
Yes.
And yeah, really.
What a nice, you know, a nice idea.
Yeah, for the, you know, for a lot of these cards, something a little bit different.
Yeah.
For them, and yeah, if you do.
And
make
that's
cards
what every
for
bride wants. They want something a little bit different.
Definitely, yeah, some wonderful stuff. Loads of happy birthdays coming up, sort of global happy birthdays.
Oh, thank you so much.
The US are sort of saying happy birthday in unison from Maryland,
Bless
Texas.
you.
Then we got Derbyshire, though, Chapel, Enley, Firth, Texas. Parchment would work great for this. It would. Sorry, Karen says, sorry to send a card if I don't know. Don't worry. She's keeping it quiet.
No problem.
It's on the wall. We have an office of everyone's birthdays on the wall, so everyone's just going up and check. I was like, I know it's her birthday soon, so I checked. All lovely comments who are enjoying it. So yeah, we're going to go through. These aren't going to be super complex cards today because we got
They're
three
not
different
going to be
ones
super
to show.
complex today because I've got so much going on.
But that's it. They're not super complex dies either. So you're going to
make them as hard or as easy as you want. I mean, what I'm thinking with these is you could use your layering dies. You could pop. Let me just show you. Right, we've glued that in place now. So I'm just going to pop another bit of glue. I'm holding them over here again. A little bit of glue on the back. There we are. That'll do. Pop that onto the front of your card. And it fits perfectly with the little scallops you've got there. Whoops, sliding it. So there's the start of my card. My little layers have popped out. I haven't creased them. You're going to spend a bit more time creasing these than I have. And you're going to give them a good scoring. So there's the start. As you can see, it's slightly tipping to the one side. So I need to balance it with the other side. So I've got my little birthday girl with my backing plate. And I'm just going to glue this together.
Joan says, I'm going to hospital for my hospital on the 20th, on the 12th of September for my knee replacement done again. So hopefully I can still watch your shows to keep it going. That's what,
good luck, Joan.
That's what we're all about. To keep you all going. And Chips West Haven on YouTube said, I can't believe I caught you live. Well, believe it, Chips. You're with us.
You have.
You're with us. I think that's it for a lot of people. So maybe maybe they usually work, maybe they're out at this time, and then you get a chance to catch us live. And definitely say hey if you do.
Oh gosh,
share the post,
we
do
love
whatever,
you to
like
say
it.
hello.
Let us know you're there, because we love your comments on there after and everything like that, and we read them all through. And it, yeah, thank you so much for your support as always. Yeah, we're gonna go through these 3 die sets, and these are launching at 10 AM Friday with Jodie on her channel, and you're gonna be able to. You can watch back Jodie's wine time yesterday. She did something with the Tonic Craft Kit as well, but I think she showed off right at the start of the video.
She did something amazing from what I hear.
Yeah, a lot of people
I haven't quoted
loving
Jodie,
that.
but I've heard it's stunning.
A lot of good things. Howdy from Texas. Our Texas community is in. Robin's with us as well. Do people actually say howdy, Robin, there? Is that like a genuine greeting that people say?
So I've got some little foam pads, and then I'm going to pop Birthday Girl onto the top, you can see there, onto the topmost step. So then it's still leaning slightly, so we need a little bit more to balance it. So now I'm going to pop some flowers. So if you notice, I'm bringing them over to the side of the card. So I'm just going to pop these on some foam again. What if you get to this point and you've put everything on and you think this card's still leaning, I don't know what to do with it? Because you can just keep adding. That's where the banners work really, really well, because you can just add another banner as you feel you need to. If you find it's not leveling off at all, what you can do is pop either a penny or a 5p in the back there, and that will hold it in place. So that's a little tip for you.
And they get a little gift as well then, don't
And they get a little gift. They get a penny. Or a 5p.
They get, something. You could put something nice as a weight.
You could. You could weight it with a sweet, I suppose.
You could weight it with a sweet, yeah, you could.
A polo or something.
A polo, yeah. Oh, did you get the secret polo I included?
hid that there for you.
I included that. Yeah, Texas, I think howdy is just how they say hello. What else we got? I think there was some other comment that I saw here. Hello from Hawaii, California as well. What is that name of that die? Love it. Well, this one.
This is our circle scalloped circle stepper card.
And it's launching on
There we
Hachanda 10 AM Friday. You
So
can
we
purchase
push
from
over
Hachanda.
a little bit there.
You can purchase from Hachanda
Sorry.
from the USA should you wish. But otherwise, it'll be there eventually, and you'll be able to get that via US site at some point.
There we go. So there's our card standing up on its own, and I got a few little drops to go on it. So it didn't take a lot of guessing as to what I need to add to it. This is one of our new crystal drops, and it's the most amazing green. It's the first time I've used it, but it is gorgeous. There's lots of little hearts in here that you could pick out the little hearts and paper piece them. You can pick out the flowers, paper piece them if you want to. But that's it. That's our first card made.
Yeah.
So you can see it. Once you've done your cutting, they're really quick to put together. So I'm going to lay that down there because of the crystal drops. So there's the card. And they're the same.
Ooh.
A rarity. So I'm just going to pop these away now, and we'll get the next lot of dies out.
Yeah, and that was Olive Branch, that Nouveau crystal drop. It is
Lovely,
it is a new one. Emma, I know you're not feeling well. Emma, go and have a hot water bottle, so you don't have to force yourself to stay away.
So there's some ideas that are on the front of the packaging. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
I always put it the wrong way.
Right.
So as you can see, I've used the banners. It depends on how much you want to put on each side, but the banners are a really good idea to level things off.
And at the end of the show, if you want to catch all the inspiration for these, I'm going to upload them to the official Tonic Facebook group, so you can go in there and see all of the stuff. And there's some really creative stuff with them, because they're creative cards, so you're going to see some really cool stuff. Olive Branch, what green it was, Lou? Read your mind. I knew you wanted to know. Are they in a bundle? I think they'll be in a bundle.
I think
but
they'll be in a
they'll
bundle.
be probably available individually as well. Me too, Emma.
If you want them individually, I wouldn't hang around because I don't think they're gonna last.
Yeah, I know they do tend to
They're
go.
usually gone pretty quick, aren't they?
Eileen says, first off, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Alison.
Thank
happy
you
birthday.
very much.
First time I've caught you live. Yippee! I'm loving all these first timers. We're catching live.
It's
someone
lovely
earlier
saying
on Facebook.
hello to us as well.
Yeah.
Pull up a chair, join us.
Put up a chair, yeah. Tracy says the same on
There we
Facebook.
are.
I've made it to a live show. Thank you everyone who watches back. You know, when you can't watch live, because we know it's not perfect time for everyone.
So the next one I've got now is our Cascade card. So I have cut it. I've left a little bit of cutting just to show you the easiest way I found of doing everything. Because if I got an easy way, you know I'll always share with you. Right, let's get the die set out. There it is. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, no, it's moving your flowers.
Let's get the die set for you to see it. This is going to be the last two cards. You squashed my drops.
I didn't.
You are.
I did.
You did. You did.
Go on. I'll just wipe
Go
it
on,
off.
wipe it off.
Oh dear. Oh, that doesn't look like a good smile on his face there.
No, I
It's a
don't
happy
think it
smile.
is.
They say I just did it
We
perfectly
can always
smile.
put a flower on top of it. You know what it's like.
Just put a ribbon straight down the middle of that.
Shocking.
Only that's why. What I've taught people there is just like always leave them to dry, and that's why it was a deliberate thing to try and show you. Just
And
make sure
by,
you leave
by
them.
that
Make sure
lesson,
we
you
leave your
then
drops.
put it back up so they would droop over the side, not lying down flat.
Do you want to
That's
lay
a
down
different one
flat?
though.
There we are. That'll do.
Why won't they droop that way? Yeah.
It's gravity, isn't it? They don't work that way.
They do. They do go that way too.
Yeah. Drops only trip one way.
Science.
So this is your die set. As you can see, it's a pretty mega die set. And again, it's one I want to break down for you because you're probably looking at that thinking, whoa, where do I go with that? So let's break it down. We have two main panels. So when you look at them, they both face the same way and you're thinking, why do I need two? Right, one of them, let me show you on the die cuts because that's the most logical bit. One has got the cuts at the top, all done ready for you. The other has got the cuts at the bottom. So that's why you've got the two. So what you're going to find with this is something we don't normally do, but sometimes you're going to have to die cut it on the back of the cardstock. But I will explain this to you in a minute because you need reverses of these dies. Right. How do we measure these dies? Let's put it together first. So we're going to fold these lines. So the ones that are not cut in the middle, they are the ones we fold. And again, it's just alternating valley and mountain. So there's the shape of our little card. So the other side now, we're going to reverse. So if I can just explain to you, we go in the opposite way to the other card. If you have done them the same way, then don't worry about it. You can just reverse them. So if you look at it like that now, that's what we need. Alright, we need the folds opposites. Then we are going to pop the one on top of the other. A little bit fiddly, but it's not difficult. It just needs matching up the lines, that's all. There we are, that one there and that one there. And if you've not got them quite right, you can do it as you go in, but just put them thereabouts.
It's like the way the do you ever see those old aeroplanes, the ones they were like made of foam but
Yes,
the slots would slot together.
that's
then.
it. So that's where I'm at now, and then you just push them gently and they will all pop in together.
Tell me, do these fit in a big shot?
Oh, I think if you've got extra long plates, possibly they will. But other than that, you would need a large die machine. I'll tell you the length of the dies now because they are long dies. So there's the card put together. That is how easy it is. And there's the front of your card.
Brilliant.
Right, let me give this a measure.
You know what we do with this? This would be nice in your memory books as
Yes,
well.
you
Would
could
be
pop
lush
out.
to pop. Brilliant. You could have a pop or just pop-up card in general. You can do loads of cool stuff.
Right, this die is 5.5 inches wide. So width-wise, yes, it will fit a big shot. But the length of this die is just over 11.5 inches. So I'm not sure what the length of your plates are in a big shot.
Tammy says she does have an extended plate. So
It'll fit
plate, so
then.
it should
It'll
fit.
fit.
Sarah wanted to have a look at the It's Your Birthday die set available to look at, please. Around
It's
here.
your birthday, this one?
Is that some kind of joke instead?
On
Was
your
it?
day?
I
On
don't-
your day, maybe.
I assume everything that everyone says is maybe the on your day.
On your
Which
day?
die set?
As in it's because it's Alison's birthday. It's your birthday.
Have you
I
got
see.
the It's Your Birthday die set available to look at, please? No, I don't know.
Is it on your day, you mean?
On your day? Sarah, tell us. Let us know. Jodie said the whole set covered an A4 piece of magnet.
Yes, it
Yeah,
does.
it does.
It does.
There was another question earlier.
If you cut them, when you're cutting them, cut them opposite like that. And you have a tiny slither. Obviously cut them one at a time, but you have a tiny slither in the middle of waste card from an A4 sheet.
There's the card. I think Pauline wanted to see the card
Oh, is that
on
one, is
YouTube.
it?
Yeah, this was the card. No, I think this was different.
Oh, right.
Pauline wanted this. So I said hello from Oregon. Gail maybe says, have you put the inspiration for the new Baroque layering tiles? I haven't put those on because it's off, but I'll put those up after this. I'll put them up with the ones coming up as well. So if you do want to see any inspiration from any of the launches, so when you watch the shows on Achanda and you want to see, or you enjoy this tutorial and you want to see more cards made using these dies to get inspiration to see if these dies are for you, then go onto the group and just go in the photo section and they'll all have their own individual album and you can go through them. Cool.
Now I find it easier to put the card together first and then I can see exactly what layers I need. So your first one, measure your plain dies first. So the first one is the smallest, so we need that one. The next one then, other side, is that one, so we need that one. Then you miss one and then you go up again and then you can see that fits there. So it's every other apart from the first one. So we're going up in size.
I think it's about the free gifters for the birthday event.
Ah,
we don't
right.
have one here
I haven't
in
brought one down
front
with
of us,
me.
but we'll get it out for you and show you.
So there's that one, and then we go into the last one then, which is the tallest die there. So all those I've cut, and I'll tell you the way I've done it. I put them all together, all tidy, and now I think I've jiggled them all around, which is not good, is it? So how do I know when I'm going to get the right side? Because I've used pattern paper. I have folded my cardstock. I got pattern paper here that I'm going to fold in half. And then when I cut these dies, I've already done some, but I'm going to show you the others. So that's all folded in half. So I'm cutting each one through the 2 sheets of paper. And then what I get is my 2 panels. That technically is the back of the die, but they both fit on my panels. If you don't like the rough edge, what you can do is run it back through your die cutting machine with your embossing mat and your embossing plate, and that will take the roughness away. So I've done the first one. Let's glue that in place before I get all fiddled and lost.
Pauline is asking, how do I upload photos of the things I've made for the showcase on Friday? Right, so are you on Facebook, Pauline? If you are, go onto Facebook, type in Tonic Studios official or Tonic Studios official group, and you'll find our Facebook group. Ask to join, I'll accept you. Then, if you're in that group, there's an album in the photo section which is dated for this week. you just upload your album there with a little message saying this is what. Tell us a little bit about the card, something nice about it, and that's it. We'll show it on Friday then. So yeah, just you'll see an album in there in the photo section. Just it's in the same place as the inspiration. Just go in there and do that. I put up as well earlier. I think someone asked about the Fairy Reflections book, the paper book. So I put them out, so they're up there to print out then if you want.
Oh, lovely.
So they can do that because I know they go with the dies as well. So yeah, a few people enjoying those. Probably didn't even get a chance to get them the first time around. It's quite a while back.
Maybe not, because it's a couple of years ago now,
yeah.
isn't it?
So yeah.
Okay, what you're going to need to do is have a little look at the base and try and make sure that they roughly line up, because otherwise it looks a little bit odd. So just line up your bases. And I've cut all of these 2 at a time. So you've got both opposite edges cut together. So there we are, just keep working through them. So my next one then is the next layer. Whoops, that way. No, that way. And if you know, when you've got a lovely pattern paper, these look stunning. If you want to use the pattern dies, I'll tell you how to do those as well now.
Because you get a good selection of
pattern
dies with you as well.
Loads of pattern dies, but don't just think of them using them for this. Because they've got that slanted edge, you can make quite nice geometric patterns with them.
Yeah.
So use them in your cards as you would with any other dies. Right, let me just pop this one in and then I will show you how we measure for the pattern panels. So do exactly the same as I've done now. Measure your panel die first, okay? Then you're going to look, right, which panels do I want to use? You're either going to choose the rose pattern or you're going to choose the trellis pattern. So for those then, let me have a little look. Where are we? I'm looking for the slanted one. There we are.
Don't look at me, I can't find stuff like that.
I know. So we're going to decide which top we want. That's the bottom, sorry. The rose and the trellis is the bottom. We need to pick the top. So we've got beautiful hearts, we've got geometric, we've got floral panels, we've got little leafy swirls. That's it, I think. That's what we've got. So what are we going to do? You can use the trellis all over as well, mind. So if we decide we're going to have this lovely leafy one, so that little panel fits the front and you'd cut that out as you would normally. For the next one then, let me go this side, put your little panel on and you're going to need a little extender piece. So the extender pieces are these small ones. So you've got a rose panel one and you've also got a trellis one. So for each one, you're going to fill the gap with one of these little extenders. And then the more you go up, you're using the same top piece. Go up again, and then you're going to need a bigger bottom panel. So the next one is going to be that one. And they all fit together. So we've built in as much versatility as we possibly can with this die set. And you just continue with that all the way.
Kijo asked for the showcase by landscape, do you mean scenery or side folding guide? It could be either that you want. Just we give a general word, so you just get creative with it. Kind of scenery was what we made, but yeah, if it's got a side folding one, yeah, show it, because I'm not sure I've seen one of that myself. So yeah, I'd be keen to show that. Whichever one you want, Kijo, just get them in there and we'll have a look. Jodie's with us. Hey Jodie, and if you enjoy any of these, so you would have seen 2 of these sets already. If you enjoy any of these 3, then you're going to see the last one. 10 AM Friday with Jodie Johnson on her channel. You're going to have loads of fun, some awesome demos. But yeah, we'll get all that inspiration up for you soon as well.
Jodie's got some amazing stuff to show you. This is just a tiny taster. You wait till you see what Jodie's got.
That's it, you know. Yeah, you're going to see some really creative die sets. So you're going to see some creative, awesome stuff which is going to wow you. So definitely check out that 10 AM on Achanda. All our US viewers, you can find out achanda.com and you can watch live on the internet that day. I don't know what time it'll be for you, but you can watch back. They've got a rewind service as well, so you can watch back And you can, yeah, order if you want.
And unless it's been changed as well, you can order in US dollars as well.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Unless they used to anyway until they changed their website, so I'm not sure if they've changed it as well, but they used to.
Gail's asking now, what paper pack are you using?
This is an Anne-Marie Designs paper pack. It's one of her Christmas ones that came out last year. So there's the last one going in place. So that's my outer dies done. So as you can see now, just by working through, all my outer edges are done. And they're all covered. But I want to cover the middle ones as well. So these are the ones we've used for all the outer panels. So the ones that are left are going to be the inner panels. So how am I going to do these now? I've folded my card. So I'm going to start with the biggest. And I'm just popping that onto the folded cardstock. Just going to pop this through. Oops, turn it around.
So yeah, Kijo, you know, everything is mixed media with Kijo. Yeah, definitely get some of that in there. And we'll see that. That's Friday at 4 PM. You'll be able to join us and we'll go through all your cards on the showcase. Sue asking, is there a video for kit number 12 with the tag? So that will be the last kit. Check on YouTube in the playlists. If you type in kit 12, you'll have a lot of different videos for that and you can check there. If there's something specifically you're missing, then let us know because we can see if we can find something.
There's an inspiration page on the website as well. So if you go to toniccraftkit.co.uk, there's an inspiration tab in the menu. If you click that, and it'll show all the kits and kit 12s in there. And you click that.
Yeah, loads there for you. I think who asked here then is a good question. Sam says, what size envelopes will the new dies fit in when made?
Right, this one will fit in an A6 envelope. The twister card will fit in an A5 and the circle stepper would be an A5 as well. So quite a variety of cards. So last one now. So I've used every single panel. You've got plain edge ones and you've also got scalloped edge. So you have got a lovely, lovely selection. I haven't brought any tape with me, that's why I'm being really careful how I'm sticking these. It's alright, I'm done now.
Did nobody get you tape for your birthday?
No, I didn't have a roll of tape for my birthday.
They only got you cakes and flowers. What?
I know.
They don't know you at
I've
all,
had lots of cake and flowers today.
I'll get you some tape next time, some low-tack Scotch tape.
I should have brought it down with me.
Your favourite brand.
Okay, so each of these now is cut and you've got reverse panels. And then these are going to fit that way. They're going to fit inside the panels. So, I mean, you can take your card apart. You could mark each panel that you want to stick your dies onto, but I just find it easier to do it while it's together.
Do you have to have them this many? You can cut them down so you've only got two.
You could cut them down if you wanted to.
So if you didn't want it to like pop so much of an accordion, then you could just have 2 layers or something like that.
Yeah, you could do that if you wanted to. But I kind of like all the layers. I think that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
What you can also do, whoops, that's a bit like a donkey's hind leg there. There we are. Just look at the top and look at the bottom and just make sure that you're straight there. So again, to the side.
Tell you what works nicely. If these are sealed at the bottom, right, then it's like almost like a letter rack kind of thing.
Yes.
So you can stick little bits and pieces. So you can put it on a wall as like a piece of, you know, sort of wall.
You can pop a little wrap around it that holds it all together.
Yeah,
on your card.
holds it together, and then because nothing's going to escape the bottom. Then you can put pens, pencils, whatever you want in your wall. Then, and if you could just keep them there for a nice little note thing for the wall.
So there's my first layer done. Next one, as you can see, they both cut together. So the panels work together again. You can also do a back-to-back. So you've got 2 of these joined together. I mean, that is a bit of a mega card, but it can be done. I'm just thinking what else we've done. As I said, we've mounted them onto the front of cards. We've used the panels to make cards with. What else have we done with them? Oh, I can't think now.
I've got,
but they are a lovely, lovely design.
will the new dies fit a kettlebug?
No, because your plates won't be long enough for a kettlebug. I'm not sure. I'll measure the twister card now. That may fit a kettlebug, but the other two won't.
What's the height of the card, Alison? Is it about A5?
It's short. It's smaller than A5. I'll show you now. I'll measure it for you. Right.
Where can I see all these new dies? Gail, yeah, that's 10 AM Friday. So 10 AM, that's British summertime, so BST in the UK, and that's on Hochanda. So if you type hochanda.com as you think it's spelled, as it sounds, it's a craft channel, UK based, but they distribute to the US as well. And they have some brand new launches from some brilliant like UK brands and US brands as well. And yeah, you see some really, really cool stuff on. So yeah, well worth checking it out. And you can watch all the shows back. So if it isn't convenient for you on time-wise, you can watch it back. And the lady in the comments with you, Jodie, is the one presenting there. So you can catch all that for you. And as someone said, yeah, they are perfect for memory books. You know, you can have that popping out because you guys are making your memory books crazy good.
So there's our card all done. It's just a little bit of decoration now to go on there. Let me just move this out the way so I can measure. So the finished width of this is just under 5.5 inches. So that's just under 14 centimetres. And the width is slightly under 3 inches. So that would be 7.5 centimetres. So it'll fit on your A6. So I wanted to put a little bit of decoration on the top. So what I've done, I've used one of our banner dies. So if you had the banners, these are just perfect. And again, these are a little bit of folding along the sides. So they give your banners a nice bit of dimension. There we go. So from a flat piece of card, you've got quite a bit of raise on those.
Really nice. I think banners have come a long way. I think before it used to just be a plain sort of thing, and now you've got this really cool depth to it.
So I'll just pop a little couple of foam pads, just putting them on the middle layer here, just so that they will hold. There we are.
Keys just said, "Oh, you're thinking like a crafter now, Wine." That's what we veterans do. Yeah, well, you'd think about 200 hours or 300 hours of this, so you'd get some. I pick up some sort of.
Just a little bit. Just
my very first suggestions were very poor. The ones they were like, "Could you make it into a boat or just something absolutely like nothing?"
Nothing like a boat.
We've come along. We've come a long way.
You have come a long way. Whoops. Be easier if I did this when it's looking at me. Sorry.
Catherine says, I'm commenting on YouTube and watching over YouTube on the television. I can see about it. Yeah, some people do that. Catherine, hope you're well as well. Catherine, hope you're doing okay. Ali loved the card. I gave it to Ali. We were like, I wanted to be there when you opened it. I was like, I've got to see that. But yeah,
thank you so much, my darling. And then we've got our little one of our mini Merry Christmases. Just a tiny, tiny little one. Cut out of our glitter card. So if you're afraid of using glitter cards, just use a tiny, tiny amount of it. Just to make that little punch.
Why would people not like to use glitter cards? Because it's just they want to use it sparingly, or that
some don't want to waste it.
Yeah.
But some people think it's a little bit brash, it's a little bit over the top. But if you just use it in small amounts, and especially at Christmas, then it looks lovely.
Yeah.
So I've got a few little flowers. Now the flowers I've used, you have got flowers in this set, but I wanted these to look something like the poinsettia that is in the pattern paper. So I've had the flowers from the Circle Stepper set. So these are the little mini flowers that I've used here. But if you're going to buy the 3 sets, then you'll have them all anyway. And I just wanted to add a tiny little bit of decoration just at the join where these all lap over.
Yeah, probably. Can you remember what set the banner is from?
Oh, I have a feeling it's Congrats.
I got a feeling this out.
Congrats, I want to say. Each of the banners are different shapes.
So check that. If you type in
I got a feeling
Tonic
it's
Studios
congrats though.
banners, you'll find.
It's a stamp and die set.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling congrats is the one. There we are. Last one.
Eugenie, I understand more and more words when I watch live, but you're still talking too fast for me.
Oh,
Eugenie.
Sorry, Eugenie.
I've been practicing my French for you, Eugenie. Jus is cheek. I know.
Well done.
Montant is mountain. What else have I got in my locker? Montre is watch.
I was never very good at French.
Lundi, Monday.
I knew
Basically
the
fluent.
days, and I know I can count 1 to 10.
I enjoy it. I'm really enjoying it.
So there we go. There's our Cascade card. So as you can see, they don't take that long to make. I'm hoping O doesn't put his finger in it.
I won't this time.
But that's how easy it is. As well as all the panels you've got in this set, you've also got some little flowers. Let me just pop these off here. It's a good bit of tape on these. So you've got 2 little flowers together, and you've also got a little panel with hearts. So you've got a variety of little hearts that you can cut. And they are lovely to decorate with as well. So there we go. I'm just going to pop these over the side, and then we can move on to the last card, which is our twister card. So fingers, right?
With care.
Fingers.
Handle with care.
Yeah. So how have we made this one? I've got another little pack here. I've got packs of everything here today. So do you want to pop the die up from there?
Yeah, I will do. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is on your day, a twister card, create a die set. There you go. This is how it will look. Let me slide it
Everything
out.
I've used in the first card and this card is all in the set. I haven't added anything.
Upside down. There we go. There you go.
And the only thing I've added to the Cascade card is the banner. Haven't added anything else. And the flowers are from the circle stepper.
As always with Tonic, you're going to get your money's worth. There's a lot of dies on there for you, all fit in perfectly together, and they're good use for outside a card as well, for different types of cards, not just this type of card.
Right, where do we start with this? Because as you can see, it's a lot of metal. So let's break it down again. This is what makes your base card. So the width of this is 5 1/4 inches, which is about 13 1/4 centimetres, and the height is 7 1/4 inches, which is 18 1/2 centimetres. So that makes our base. Oop. So that's our base. So if you've never made a twister card, that's all you're going to do is twist one side, and that basically is how your card is made. So depending on which of these panels you want to use,
Also known as an impossible card,
also known as an impossible card. So these panels are different, so you can't use them together because this one die fits both sides. So if I decided I wanted to use the other panel, then I would twist it the opposite way. So if I do that, then that side fits. So it's a little bit of a quirky card, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me make sure another one that I've cut, I've got the right way. So it's that way. Hang on, is that right? Yes. There we are. So that's the way I'm going to start with. If you leave it at that, the only pivot point is that little bit in the middle. And it's not a very stable card. But we're going to show you exactly how to put it together and to make it stable.
Yeah.
This can be put on the front of a card as well because it will fold flat. So we have verso edges. So one has got beautiful little squares debossed around it. So if you want to hold that up, the little squares are all on the edges.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you can pick it up on that mirror card. Hopefully you can. And the other one has got a nice debossed line. So then we've got, they're 2 flower patterns, but different flower patterns. But again, if you wanted to use your pattern paper, I'll show you the ones on the front of the card or on the front of the pack because it may be easier. So that's the 2 designs you're going to get. Oh, sorry. I do it every single time, don't I? Oh,
I'm just the rotator.
I know, I know. But you also get a set of layering dies that match perfectly. They make the layer on the top, and you also get on your day as a sentiment. So let's put this together. So I've got a beautiful panel all cut. So what you could do with this, some other ideas. Obviously you can use your pattern papers. You can paper piece the flowers, you can cut the flowers out and lay them on top. What else could we do with this one? Let's have a little think.
What I thought with this, right, I thought you could do like a little, I know I love my scenes and stuff, right, but you could do that as like a little bridge, and you could have this as like water.
You could.
And do it as like I don't know, have like that as like I don't know, park or something just cool like that, where you have a little bridge or like a nice Chinese garden or Japanese garden. Yeah, I was like, that's what, when I saw that little bridge section.
It's lovely.
Or do a London,
I think it's a really
do like a London
card.
version, you know, like a London card sort of thing.
Yes.
You could do like, yeah, just use these.
It could be.
I couldn't do it myself, but I mean, I'm looking for them to.
You know when you've got children's cards and you're putting cars and things on them?
Yeah. Yeah.
It could be a road going around there.
A road, how cool would that be?
A road or a... I've got glue everywhere here,
how
I'm
many,
so sorry.
you know, famous places in the...
Thomas the Tank
a nice bridge
Engine.
and stuff. Yeah, really, really cool.
Have I lost a layer? I think I've lost a layer.
I know as well. Paula dropped by. She goes, "Hi everyone. Sorry the computer has been dealing with emails. Everyone up for live tonight. Pop-up card. It's been a tough week. I know, Paula. Yeah, your messages. Yeah, you're doing your best. Hope everything's okay with you. But yeah, what time is that, Paula? So everyone knows then, and we can tell them. I think it's 7, is it? It's yeah. Hope you're okay, Paula. Your best wishes to you. Yeah,
take care, Paula.
Yeah, take care. There you go again. On try it out on Craft Ball. I bet you could do it. The concept would be okay. It's like my door card, but I don't know. Like that's it. I can come up now. I got the concepts, but I just need the.
You need the execution.
The execution, now. Yeah.
Right, pop your hand on that for me a minute while we get that drying, just to hold it down. There we are. So when we look at these will fit like that. But if I can just borrow that one a sec, I know I've asked you to hold it.
It's all right.
These will also fit together on the front of a card. Or you've got a square panel for the front of a card. That could be a DL card. That's a square card. So don't just think of them. These are also verso, so they will cut into your cardstock.
Would you repeat the website where you could find those tags? It was creation or something. Yeah. Tonic Craft Kit.co.uk. If you go on there, that's where the inspiration page should be, and it should be working. If not, our YouTube channel should have it. Kijun makes a good point. Yeah, that's all crafts begin. Make a sketch besides your valley. I think making a sketch would be better. I think I tend to have to visualize on the go, but I think making a sketch.
You used to plan your card before. Maybe you need to go back to planning.
I think. Well,
just a little bit.
The concepts were. I think the concepts were worse, but the execution was better. Now I have stopped planning them out so much. Do you ever draw out your card in your mind or something? It's all just going over there, isn't it? Just all in there. Like Johnny Five.
My cards tend to evolve. I gotta be honest. I always start with a colour scheme, and then my card evolves from the colour scheme. Sometimes you've got an idea. Okay, I want to use this in the card. I mean, usually mine are design team related, so I've obviously got my die set to start with, so I know what I'm going to use in there. So once I've got my die set and my card colour, then that's where it takes me.
Sharon mentioned here as well, I think she did mention, would you put instructions in with the card in order to put this together once it arrives?
You can do, but I don't think you're going to need them.
Just a hand, or you can just have a hand.
I don't think you're going to need them.
Because it will, is that the size of an envelope?
Yeah.
It will fall flat, like you can fold it flat, Sharon, and there it is, like it just opens out then when you get it.
So you've got your layers and they mat and layer perfectly. So we'll pop those together and put them on the front of the card. There we are. We've got our on your day. So we've got a lovely, I've got a cream one and I've got a white one because I did a tiny little bit of drop shadowing. So we'll pop that on. It's a beautiful like sentiment.
Lovely sentiment, and just like a card on that slash as well.
I mean, when we were deciding on sentiments for this one, we wanted something that you can use time and time again. Because you want something that you're going to get your money's worth out of. So on your day, suits any sentiment, any occasion. It could be a birthday, it could be an anniversary, it could be a wedding, anything like that will suit this. So if you've never seen drop shadowing before, just lay the one die just slightly over from the bottom. And then just follow it across. There we are. So we're just going to bring those two together a little bit. Sometimes they go a little bit too far. And there's the drop shadow.
I'll give you a bit of an extra zoom.
Yeah, I know. You know when you've got little arms.
You go. Didn't get you bigger arms for your birthday, did they?
No, I didn't have any bigger arms.
I've
still got
one of those
little
pickers.
I know. T-Rex arms, Karen calls them. But she's got them as well, so we're all right.
Neither of you can reach anything in the middle of your desk.
No.
You're just trying to reach over.
I've actually got one of those grabbers that my uncle used to have. I've got shelves in my office. I got no chance of reaching. So my uncle had a grabber. It's got like a metallic end on one end, and then you just squeeze the handle to pick things up. Well, it's fantastic, I gotta say. So we're going to pop that in the centre of our plate, and then we put a couple of foam pads on the back.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Keisha goes, you could add a number 1 with a lowercase st to expand even more to a first day on your new job.
You could.
Yeah,
definitely.
cool idea.
Definitely. There we are. Let's just pop these off. And the last bit then is you've got 2 little joining strips, and you've got 2 different styles as well. Oops. Just pop these off. Why did I put so many on here? Why didn't I just put one in the middle?
It's a birthday, don't worry about it. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Well, you can do anything on your birthday.
You can do anything on your birthday.
Whatever you like.
Yeah, drop shadow. Yeah, a lot of people loving the drop shadow.
Oh, I love drop shadows. So there we are. We're just going to centre that up. Pop that on the front. And then we've got our little panels. And again, the one that I've used is embossed, and it says on your day in the embossing. I don't know whether you can see it.
Yeah, tricky to pick up on the cameras unless they focus, but yeah, you got a lovely, like on your day, lovely emboss on there,
and you've got a layer for it. So these can be glued together or they can be 3D foamed. I've put foam on those, but I'm going to glue these just for a little bit of speed. So again for the other one,
I've got one of these helping hands. I think that's important.
Are they fantastic? They're absolutely fantastic.
Helping hands, nice name instead of a grabber.
Yeah, grabber. Couldn't think of the name there. I should know the name.
Yeah, yeah. I want this die set to scale. Yeah, all 3 of these die sets available Friday 10 AM UK time with Julie Johnson on Hochanda. So hochanda.com. Google that. You'll find out everything you need, and just set a reminder on your phone. Say, "Okay, Google." Say, There you go. That's my phone reacting to it now. And or say, "Hey Siri," and get your and save it and set a reminder for you so you don't miss out.
So I'm putting a little foam pad on the back. So just a tiny little bit. It's not very good colour card on a black mat. I'm so sorry. I don't think sometimes. There we are. And this is what stabilises your card. So you put one on the front and one on the back. And then this is what holds everything in place. And you're good to go. So you're just putting it right on the edge of the die cut, so right on the far corners.
Anne from Montreal is with us.
Hello.
Hi Montreal. And yeah, loads of us with us. Paula says, "I have a 6'4" husband that everyone else borrows to reach the top shelves in the supermarket."
Oh, I usually take my son shopping, well, when he's not in Australia anyway.
I bet he just sees all the dust, like just dusty shelves. People don't dust.
Probably.
I've helped someone before getting off stuff off the top shelf.
Excuse me, young man.
I've helped someone.
It wasn't like someone asked me. I saw some. They were relatively young. They were like, I don't know, like early 20s. And there was just like 3 girls trying to like get this like 2-3 litre bottle of fizzy drink off the like really far top shelf, and they're just like jumping up and going. And I was just like, oh, I'll just.
Now is my time to shine.
Yeah.
I was born for this moment.
Yeah.
There you go. Beautiful card. So yeah, this card and the other 3 that we've got here, I'll show them all for you. They dried actually. So
That one's dry, you're alright.
that one's dry.
Oh, smudged.
Which one is
That one's okay.
That one's now smudged.
So there you go. Yeah. There you go. So if Ali's got the full names of them by there.
So that
this
one is...
We'll go this one first.
Okay, that's your On Your Day Twister card. Then we have your Scalloped Circle Stepper card.
So there you go. You got a lovely like rock to it as well.
I mean, it may be that you do want that rock.
A rocker, yeah.
That
I
you
quite
want
like
to
a
use
rocker.
that rock.
Yeah, lush.
Use it to your advantage.
Yeah.
And then we have the Cascade card then.
There you go.
So hoping you like these cards. They're a little bit different. Just another card shape to add to your arsenal as well then.
Yeah, that's it. If you love your dimension sets, I know a lot of you do, yeah, well worth having these. These go along with your box, things like that. If someone's, because again, you may have seen some of these, you know, a style of card, maybe a bit like this before, but your friends certainly won't have.
Yeah.
And it's like, and it's awesome to see them go, what is the, you know,
How
wow,
have you made
how
that?
have you made that? How have you done that? You know, in all of these, create some awesome designs and wow your friends and family. Yeah, and yeah, you can get them all at 10 AM with Jodie on Friday on a Chanda. Yeah, so that's it from us today. Any questions you have, obviously drop them in the comments, and we'll do our best to get back to you on that and tell you what's happening with them. We'll end up getting the inspiration up. It's likely to go up tomorrow now by the time it takes us to get them up, but we'll have all the inspiration. So check the Facebook group tomorrow to find out all about the other cards which the design team have made, and you're going to see on the show with Jodie. And that's pretty much it from us today. Get your cards, your theme cards in, your scene cards for Friday. Have you had a good birthday, Al?
I have had a good birthday. Thank you all ever so much, and thank you for your lovely comments. I will read through everything later. Cool. Thank you all.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, have a great evening, everyone, and we'll see you all soon. Bye bye.
Bye.